Why do I keep forgetting his name? Snoopy? So, I don't, but they had a really good show here, and they're taking third, and now we're going to get to see who takes first. And I think this is kind of what most people predicted.
And most people, you usually expect going into a grand finals that whoever's coming from winners has a big advantage, and they do. But we've seen this as an incredibly dynamic matchup. Went down to Game 5 in winners, so truly anything could happen here.
I'd like to see a bracket reset. That'd be exciting. I mean, I guess it's always better when things are exciting versus when they're not.
Well, speaking of exciting, we have Team Diddy Kong here.
And Who in the Ha, and red team takes a lead with one stock.
My favorite moment with the Diddies happened just a little bit earlier when both JJROCKETS and MJG were trapped on the ledge, and out of all the moves Lux could have trapped them with, he used up air. Just short hop up air. What does up air not do for Diddy?
And, you know, like most up airs in the game, it has a wonderful auto-cancel window, comes out pretty fast, so you could probably just short hop up air all day with Diddy and just cover yourself and kill anything that comes near you.
Even if you somehow get the landing lag, it's nearly non-existent.
Yeah.
Excellent move for the next about 4 days.
We can only hope, and there's the pocket. That's depressing for Ness.
Much like in the last set, I really feel like Team Shaky Lux does better when they're able to force the asymmetry. Ness versus Diddy and Diddy versus Villager.
So now things are pretty even here for the most part. There's a bit of a percent lead over on red team, but it's not super huge.
And things have really slowed down, so I think this is going to be a case where we're going to see a big swing when some big move gets made.
If we'll see who goes first next, Diddy or Ness. Both of them are primed for a kill.
And part of what makes this matchup exciting.
And there goes Diddy.
All of these characters can be killed very early, with the exception of the Villager.
Well, I'm surprised that did not kill.
I'm not. Villager doesn't like to die.
Still, it's a hefty amount of rage that Shaky's carrying right now on top of that back throw that kills stupid early. Ooh.
Beautiful.
A great back air.
Shaky is very much an artist with Ness, so he wasn't able to paint his way out of that one. MJG going for a bit of a greedy pocket, I would say. Then again, he might have known that he had no real way to stop Shaky, but just wants to keep him a little scared off stage.
If Lux can hold on to this stock, things can start to get really difficult for green team if Lux doesn't die soon. But Lux
mostly
is
the question
around.
Of who's going to die first, JJROCKETS or Lux, which could very well decide the story of this set. Or MJG.
That was not expecting that. Wasn't really watching for it.
So I think we've concluded that Diddy's a pretty good character.
Oh.
And JJROCKETS was supposed to be out of it, but no one told him that.
That was a very unfortunate. Well,
Diddy Kong gets Diddy Konged.
And as all things must end, they end with Diddy Kong's up air. It is the reckoning. The fist of reckoning. The monkey fist.
Now it's time for green team's counter pick, and this is the patented MJG counter pick of counter pick Smashville right after it doesn't go your way. In MJG's defense, it works out for him incredibly often. He's a very strong player. Shaky trying to represent to MJG that, hey, you're not the only one who can do terrible things off stage.
Oh, that was a good tech.
Shaky's just being a beast in this game. Everywhere he goes, destruction follows. But Green Team is hanging in.
Oh, just barely surviving that back throw. Oh, but that was a brutal PK fire.
Yeah.
And
JJROCKETS worked so hard to live, but ultimately it just wasn't to be. The more these two teams have played each other, the more and more aggressively Shaky seems to play, and I think it's doing nothing but good things for Red Team. A lot of people kind of have this idea that this game has a lot of that defensive attitude, kind of like Brawl, but that is very much not the case.
If you sit in your shield, you will get grabbed. And almost all good characters in this game have a hoo-ha, so don't get grabbed.
But a very unfortunate early death for Shaky.
Though they're very much still in this match, especially like given the percentage of Lux right now, and yeah, a couple of good hits could easily make this 3-1 or 3-2, excuse me.
But yeah, that's kind of a part of the attitude I think Shaky's trying to portray.
Oh, that was bad.
No, it wasn't. He caught Diddy with it. It's okay.
Oh. I was too busy focusing on the SD.
I mean, he SD'd, but he kind of drug Diddy with him, you know?
Yeah, so it definitely set up a strong situation. If Villager goes soon, and Villager is primed for a kill, there it is. So now we got the 2-on-1 situation.
And Shaky's been just such a berserker this game that I would be a little scared if I were JJROCKETS. Like, just look at that. Who does that? Who does that other than Shaky?
Just run off, just
like, do you know how hard? I couldn't do that. Could you do that?
To a training dummy.
Yeah, I could maybe do it to a training dummy if I tried for a while. Against a high-level player like JJROCKETS, Shaky alone will be able to do that.
He certainly made him look like a training dummy in that last exchange. Now we're right back. So we could potentially see a bracket reset right here.
I don't really like going right back just because at this point, Green Team has shown they have the talent to win this. They won it in winners after all, but their momentum's very against them. So what they really want to do is just kind of mix things up a bit.
Shaky has a knack for bringing things back from
and now that is a way to mix things up a bit. With how much of a berserker Shaky's being lately, I almost feel like maybe Green Team should just try to 2-on-1 Lux. It's definitely going to be hard to just ignore Shaky, but as you can see, if Diddy just starts getting hit and getting batted around, he can die off stage early. And Green Team's really good at chasing. Their characters are really adept at that.
Ooh.
JJROCKETS says, even though his handle suggests he likes him, is probably getting a little tired of being hit by Lloyd Rockets.
A little bit.
MJG showed a rare moment of hesitation there in not pursuing Shaky off stage.
Oh.
But ultimately makes it up.
This match is a little disheartening after coming out swinging and getting those two early two fairly quick and decisive wins on red team. Green team's having a pretty decisive win right here.
I think it is just kind of like I was saying. They're trying to pick on Lux a bit more. And Lux is a very strong player, but as Diddy Kong, if you just start getting batted off stage, your options are very limited.
Oh.
And MJG has not lost a stock yet.
He's been stock tanking this entire tournament, and Diddy on green team is actually on his last stock too. There's ways I could envision this going that would lead to a red team victory. They've got a 2-stock lead, but the high percents and the fact that Diddy is on his last stock, this could be made even very quickly if Diddy dies soon on green.
Yeah, this is not a decisive advantage for green, but they definitely have to feel pretty good about their position. Especially as both Diddy and Ness are just inching toward kill percent on red team.
Okay, so we got a, well, it was even.
And that was a strike for MJG.
And grab release shenaniganry.
Villager may not be the single strongest character in the game, but I think it's fair to say she's the dumbest, wouldn't you?
Maybe in 5 days.
I mean, okay, Diddy's pretty dumb, but like just the shenanigans to non-shenanigans ratio of gameplay, I feel as though Villager is very high on the shenanigans end of it.
Everything Diddy does is a shenanigan.
I don't know, I kind of think a lot of what Diddy does is just straightforward outclassing other characters.
I call shenanigans.
Are we going to see Smashville again, you think? In theory,
Well,
it's DSR block to both players, but
they're gentlemen. I mean, Lux and Shaky like to counterpick a bit, or maybe Battlefield paid off for him in the past. So I think,
or Delfino would also be.
Oh, Wii Sports Resort. I would love to see some Wii Sports.
I think Halberd would help them,
Woohoo.
but Lux is, I think, very against Halberd.
Wrecking Crew.
Oh, are we going to do it? Is Lux going to
just
show us why Halberd is banned at our locals?
I think he's gonna. I think he's messing with the volume or something. I don't know what he's. I see him. Well, what?
Is he trying to fix his shades from earlier? Our metagame is 3/4 of the way to stable.
Oh God! This counter pick is amazing.
I want to throw out there, I 100% agree with what MJG did here.
The circle is complete.
Not quite complete.
The reckoning is at hand. All will soon be made Diddy.
Shaky is our last hope.
Shaky, if they lose this game, Shaky should really switch to Diddy. I want to see quad Diddies
on Halberd.
On grand finals. Halberd, whatever. I don't care where. I just want to see quad Diddy action. This is madness.
So far, impressively, no one has died to an early hoo-ha, even though it tends to happen on Halberd, and there are 3 Diddies who can make it happen.
We're at the circus. There are monkey flips and monkey clapping.
Oh.
And hoo-has.
Ness saying, hey, Diddy, you're not the only one with an up air. Teamwork hoo-ha.
Oh, there's another up air. I'm so baffled by what's happening a lot on screen right now. Just the limbs are flying everywhere. Like, I feel like it's 3 Diddies versus Ness.
One of those Diddies is supposed to be helping Ness, but I don't know how concerned he is about it. So as much as we're liking to make fun of this matchup and all that, this is actually working really well for Green Team. Halberd is very much Diddy Kong's playground, and even that aside, both MJG and JJROCKETS have top-level Diddies, so I would not want to fight both of their Diddies at the same time.
The bananas, they're just... It's banana season.
Again, that was only MJG's first stock.
MJG stock tanking even as Diddy. It doesn't matter which character this guy's playing as, he just lives forever.
Shaky just going for his various Shaky shenanigans. But he's going to need very deep, never mind. Just never mind.
Diddy.
So I think the moral of the story we've seen here is that I do not believe they will pick Halberd again.
I think I'm gonna do it real. Shaky, go Diddy. Let's see Quad Diddy on stream. Yes. Shoutouts to Diddy Kong.
4 more days.
Let us celebrate the metagame. Salute to the pre-1 point. Do we know what they're going to call the next patch? Oh, I'm depressed now.
I'm relieved.
I wanted to salute to the days before the next patch.
Now they pick Battlefield, which is a much more reasonable pick, I would say. I don't know. Halberd was smart until MJG switched to Diddy, and then it became dumb really fast.
Ooh.
Shaky is clearly not very happy about what happened in the last game. You know, one thing that I really do think this double Diddy team on a stage is not Halberd will begin to see as a weakness is Villager was really giving Ness a lot of trouble off stage, but he didn't really have that much trouble off stage against Diddy. This could really let Shaky extend his stocks.
That's true. Uh-oh. We just see, did I just see an SD?
A pair of them. I think, barring a miracle, we are about to see a bracket reset.
Yeah. He's going down there. He's going way down there.
And what it might be a first this whole tournament, MJG has to share stock his teammate. I definitely think when we go into the second set that we're going to be back to the Diddy Villager team that brought them all the way to Grand Finals.
Yeah. Oh, he gets the, oh.
Using the cancel tech, because if Ness slams into a wall with PK Thunder exactly once before he touches the ground, he can use PK Thunder again. But it's often really hard to use on stages with that sloped underside like Battlefield.
Okay, so we're down to, this is actually a fairly close game. We have one Diddy that's basically at kill percent.
That would be JJROCKETS.
Yep.
I feel like Lux and Shaky have a, well, now they really have a strong position. But it's well within the margin of error.
Definitely, if they're...
Because Ness is right about an up throw up air range, I'd say.
Not to mention, you know, we've seen some early gimps and some kill setups that could easily happen off stage here. Oh, the Diddy is just being abused right there.
Shaky must main Ike because MJG will get no sympathy from him.
Just chipping away at that shield with that stupid safe down tilt. MJG is really holding on. That stock tanking that he was known for in the earlier games is really...
But
he's at it again.
This is a very difficult situation.
Ooh, that was a beautiful recovery using the wall jump to get up there without having to risk using Diddy's unsafe up B. Oh.
And a bracket reset. So this match was really swingy, much like Winners Finals, but in the games they won, we saw all the elements that MJG and JJROCKETS need to win this. So I think they should just go back to their Villager team and kind of stick to a lot of the ideas they've been using. You have any thoughts about what this team should be going for?
Well, it looks like they're about to do just that. I mean, we're not really seeing a lot of struggling coming from one side or the other. This is a very even match, so, I mean, they can try and counterpick characters. Counterpicking the stages has certainly helped, but I think this will mostly just come down to
whoever makes the last mistake?
Yeah, essentially.
We're opening up here with a mostly even match, but as we've almost come to expect, MJG is just getting hit less than everyone else.
It's almost like his character's built to just run away all day and throw projectiles, right?
You know he made Toon Link in Brawl, and he did the exact same thing.
Well, it's almost like Toon Link was built to run away and throw projectiles all day.
I thought that door was supposed to be shut.
Me too. So, stock count here, we're even.
Yeah, this
very
is
even.
Dead even match.
And nothing's moving super fast right now. We're seeing a lot of back and forth, not a super amount of great, but that MJG down air.
I think Shaky could have killed MJG too with that back. He did a forward throw. I think he could have back throwed, which would have not only prevented Lux's death, but would have taken MJG's stock. We're seeing this dynamic where the Diddies are dying much earlier than the other characters.
Well, when you really go for it, Diddy's recovery it's predictable and it has some weaknesses. You see that, high-level Diddies, you see him do some really clever stuff to get back on stage, and that's because they have to. Especially like when you see him use like the wall jumps and stuff like that. It's like Diddy's up B is not a safe move to throw out. Good players will really capitalize on how predictable and unsafe that is, and just incredibly gimpable.
As we've seen some of that stage counterpicking dynamic, the road only gets harder for Lux and Shaky if they can't take this game one.
If Ness gets a read on where and when you're going to air dodge a DI when he's forward airing you off stage.
Especially if you're a character like Diddy who has more limited recovery options, it's just...
It's not good for you. You're gonna have a bad time.
Yeah, I really feel like that's been a lot of what's been the strength of Team Lux and Shaky, is Shaky just goes on this beast mode where to do ridiculous amounts of damage or take stocks like in a flash.
Yeah.
Well, Lux's role in the team is a lot more to just hang in there and, take care of business. Well, Shaky is going nuts, killing people right and left. Unfortunately, there it was Lux.
Not the first time we've seen that. As a matter of fact, early in the tournament, there might have been a little bit of that intentionally.
It was a beautiful kill setup, I must say.
I think the most beautiful kill setup I ever saw was when Lux SD'd in order to share stock.
And those surgical PK fires.
Right now, Shaky's showing a PhD in, see, I want to say pain, but that's just a little too bad. I don't know if I can do it, but I did. And oh, that was a beautiful, beautiful spike setup.
Speaking of beautiful, MJG's trying to remind us, hey, we're not out of this yet. If you go off stage against Villager, your stock is going to end. And another big hit on Lux from Shaky. Shaky might be the worst enemy of all three players in this match right now.
Diddy is no, or excuse me, Shaky is no friend of Diddy's.
But somehow Lux is actually the player with the most stocks left.
Just hanging on, that DI. Not eating kill moves helps too.
Lux has yet to be killed by the other team.
That is true. Will we see Shaky take another stock off Lux? Oh, no.
JJROCKETS is saying, hey.
I can kill Diddy too.
And I must say, Diddy makes fantastic monkey noises as he screams as you hit him.
That's his purpose, to make monkey noises. Hopefully that's his only purpose in 4 to 5 days.
See, actually, Diddy is a very interesting character. He's just a little overbalanced.
And there goes Shaky into beast mode.
No one tells Shaky that Diddy's the best character. He didn't get the memo. He thinks it's Ness.
No, he doesn't.
Well, okay. His gameplay sure seems to think it's Ness. Yeah, we know full well what Shaky actually believes.
I know. I'm trolling you.
And I am legitimately surprised they did this again, and Villager's still in the match.
What's going on right now?
I don't think Villager's supposed to be in this match. Everyone else is just SDing, while Lux is taunting.
1-1 right now, Kevin.
Team battle. Diddy Kong.
Do it, Shaky. Do it. Do it now.
Shaky! Shaky, do it! Do it! Do it! Aww.
Oh. I don't think this is the stage they want.
Where did we get? Let's do it. Ridley hype. Get that Ridley hype.
Ridley might be the only character more powerful than Diddy Kong. Oh, come on. Stall for Ridley to show up.
What is going on? Do we know what's going on right now?
I'm pretty sure what's supposed to happen is Lux and Shaky counterpicked Halberd. JJROCKETS and MJG counterpicked Double Diddy, but didn't say it before the stage got picked. And then they accidentally picked Pyrosphere because, I don't know.
Okay, well, it's right above Halberd.
3, 2, 1, go!
I really am just going to go on record and say I do not agree with this counterpick.
Yeah, I think they're just having fun now. This just seems silly to me.
But Lux never has fun on Halberd. Because the basic problem here is that 3 of these 4 characters can kill you at basically any time from a grab on this stage. And the 4th one is on the team that counterpicked the stage.
Oh, but Ness is just giving Diddy the business right now.
Yeah, he's saying, hey, we might have counterpicked ourselves with this stage, but I can still do this. I do feel like the deck of the ship works to the Lux Shaky team's favor, so they were able to hold out by taking much less damage than they did the last time the stage was played.
So Lux is holding on to his stocks pretty well here, but looks like, or excuse me, Shaky is holding on to his stocks pretty well here. Looks like Lux is
on the ropes, but not out.
Yeah. Oh, and, well, as we've seen in the past, Shaky giving Lux the business too.
But as we see, Diddies can kill Diddies here whenever they want, especially if you get a grab on that platform. So as long as there's a Diddy on each side, anything can happen here.
Diddy is the magic that turns dreams into reality.
Thank you, Richter. Richter Kong.
Oh, and there's another very early kill. Oh, this turned around quickly. Not that it was an uneven match, but things were looking even, and then just 2 stocks later, boom.
Diddy is 3 really stupid up airs from winning for green team, so don't.
I thought Ness had walked into that laser there for a second. Oh, good setup from Ness. Giving him more setups. Just that PK Thunder gives Diddy setups all day. It's a really nice team dynamic with PK Thunder plus Diddy aerials.
Oh, Lux barely missing that ledge drop banana that would have sealed it right there. But this PK Thunder shenaniganry, I really think is going to prove too much for MJG to overcome. Because he has to get through 3 stocks to win this.
Oh, and there's the up air. So after resetting the bracket, Shaky and Lux are on the verge of clinching the tournament.
But JJROCKETS and MJG have a counter pick. If I were them, I would definitely pick FD if that's banned, like Town and City.
I mean, they've been doing, historically, I think, in this particular set of matches, they've been doing better on Smashville than
Actually, if it's not
Shaky
banned,
and Lux. What?
If it's not banned, maybe they might want to go back to Duck Hunt.
Yeah, that certainly worked out in their favor.
But I'm betting that Shaky Lux banned Duck Hunt this time after seeing it in the winner's final set.
I had the thought.
I heard someone say woohoo, but it's not legal here, sadly.
Hey, they can gentlemen's to it.
They get gentlemen's to Pyrosphere, but they're not going to.
It did appear in the tournament on accident.
Sadly, Ridley did not make a cameo. Though if you really want Ridley to make a cameo, you can go on that fighter ballot and vote for him.
Oh, they went back to the character. I saw it go to the loading screen. I was like, wait, did they just pick flats? So we're going back here. I kind of thought this might be one. I mean, historically, they've done pretty well on this stage in this matchup.
And Red Team opening up with just some brutal offense. They know they're one game from winning. They smell blood. They see victory in front of them. And they're just going in. Oh, JJROCKETS taking an unfortunate snipe from Shaky.
There we see just that. If you can put Diddy in a situation where he's forced to use up B, you can really, really make Diddy regret it.
The thing is, the same thing's true of Ness, but they have not really been able to put Ness in those situations for the past 4 or 5 games, and that's been a big difference maker.
I think a little bit of it's psychological, too, because Ness's is just so scary because, you know, Diddy hits you with his on his way up, and it's like, oh, whatever, I'll just lay him back on the stage. Ness hits you with his, and it's the kill.
Yeah, I feel like Diddy has somewhat of a hard time punishing Ness's, but Villager can definitely exploit it.
Yeah. Either way, though, it's much scarier to challenge Ness's.
And Ness's is honestly more flexible. JJROCKETS with another early death, but had a little parting message for Shaky there.
Though, see, that's one of those situations. He challenged it, he got hit by Diddy, but it didn't kill. And he was at over 100%. Ness's kills at like 60.
MJG is doing his patented stock tanking, but so far so is Shaky, and that's making things look kind of grim for the green team. They need to find some offense and find it fast if they want to stay in this grand final set. That will certainly work.
So we are 4-4 here in stocks. But Ness is at very low percent, whereas Diddy and Villager are both primed for a kill, and they're...
But MJG, he is the man who will not die. When Shaky doesn't want to lose, Shaky goes berserk. When MJG doesn't want to lose, he does not die.
Though we're seeing Red Team start to really come into a very commanding position in this match. 4-2.
Green Team needs to take that next stock off Lux real quickly to even just stay in contention, honestly.
There we go.
And there we go.
There we go. Now it's a much more even game. They do have the percentage lead, but it's not it's not guaranteed. I mean, especially in Smash 4. Oh, but that could seal the deal right there.
Because I was just thinking that MJG is so good at surviving that if JJROCKETS can just stay careful, they might be able to stretch it to everyone at kill percent.
Especially in Smash 4 at low percents, you get so many easy follow-ups that you get people high fast. It's always that last, kill percentage where the match takes forever. Getting somebody up to 60, 70 takes no time at all in this game.
But without JJ's help, MJG just has probably too hard of a road to overcome. I do feel like he should maybe try pocketing these PK Thunders. It's near impossible, but it could certainly make life a little harder.
But there's the tournament.
There's the tournament.
And we have our Spring Showdown Wii U doubles champions. Yep.
Shaky and Lux after an impressive comeback from the loser side of Grand Finals. But really an excellent showing from both teams. These are clearly elite doubles players on both sides. I would expect either of these teams to do very well, even at the national scale.
Yep.